Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Coming up on the program, Al-Arabs honor former Lagos State SSG at 10th Annual Summit. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu monitors health palliatives at Island Maternity Hospital, and residents share mixed reactions to transport palliatives. The Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Kadri Hamzat, has asked the public and the private sector to work collectively to help reduce the impact of climate change. The Deputy Governor, who was speaking at the 2023 Annual Summit of the Association of Lagos State Retired Heads of Service and Permanent Secretaries at Alausa Ikeja, says government is constructing 18-kilometer embankments and seawalls that will protect the people. Take a look.
Through exchange of ideas and new perspectives.
It's the 10th Annual Summit of the Association of Lagos State Retired Heads of Service and Permanent Secretaries at Adeyemi Bero Hall, Alausa, Ikeja.
Dr. Kadri Hamzat.
The Deputy Governor of the state, Kadri Hamzat, joins the state senior officials for the 2023 edition to discuss how climate change has become a threat to life, particularly in Lagos State.
There have been floods and other unusual natural disasters on a scale that humanity has never seen before. The sustainability of aquatic life, which provides nourishment to large sections of the human population, including our own population in Lagos, is being put at risk by plastic and other pollutants, which are routinely dumped in our seas.
The keynote speaker, Professor Adeni Igbadegashi, a former Vice-Chancellor of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, believes the environment must be protected by all means for the future generation.
There is disharmony between we human beings and our environment. And the fact remains that we have degraded and polluted many natural resources, making them in turn harmful to other people. We believe that the only thing that we can do is to make sure that we use the environment in a sustainable way so that the generation coming after us will be able to make use of it. And this is where we are right now. We have to identify and address the causes of poverty. We have to enforce cross-country management. Wherever we expect about it, we step on stones, whether we like it or not. And I'm sure our past permanent secretaries, our past service, our past directors that are here, they know that they have stepped on toes while they were starting. And we will continue to step on toes. We must be able to implement this particular aspect of it. The floodplain is an area that is supposed to be kept serene. You are not supposed to build there. You are not supposed to do anything there. As you build there, the rate at which buildings are collapsing in Lagos is becoming embarrassing. And it's because they don't listen to experts in this area.
For the state head of service, everyone has the obligation to address the challenges posed by climate change.
It is important to recognize that climate change is not a distant occurrence as it is unfolding right before our eyes, helping us comprehend the symbolic and symbiotic relationship between man and nature is being strained as we witness the degradation of the ecosystems, loss of biodiversity, and dwindling natural resources. Our actions, fueled by industrialization and unsustainable practices, have no doubt accelerated this crisis. Let us not forget that the consequences of our inactions are dire as climate change threatens our physical surroundings and also the well-being of our future generations. Therefore, as responsible inhabitants of this planet, we have the moral obligations to address these challenges posed by climate change, as it is crucial for us to take immediate and collective action to put in place measures to mitigate its impact and create a more sustainable future. Transitioning to renewable energy sources, adopting eco-friendly practices, and promoting conservation efforts are steps in the right direction.
Climate change is an undeniable reality that the Lagos State government says is adapting to with the principles of circular economy and construction of 18-kilometer embankments and seawalls that will protect the people.
Our commitment to renewable energy
solar panel installations and green standards that contribute to cleaner and more resilient Lagos. In 2018, the state government developed what is called the Climate Action Plan, which is targeted at ensuring that we achieve net zero by 2050. And I can say that it has already gone to build dividends. We have attracted the attention of critical supporters and partners. And that's why recently, the Lagos State Waterways Authority last one was awarded a grant by the UK government to Nigeria to improve the ferry services across the state, which will further support our efforts to provide a fully modal transport network for Lagos. The plan also includes the reduction in greenhouse gas emissions associated with road transportation, to which end earlier in the year we took delivery of the first set of electric buses. This was made possible by partnership with Orlando. This was made possible by our partnership with Orlando PLC, and will not only boost our mass transit master plan, but also ensure the cleaner and greener public transportation system. We are also converting a lot of our buses to CNG so that at least we can reduce carbon emissions. The idea is to build resilient infrastructure in all our public spectrum and see that we have a leadership to climate threats, ensure that we have resilient communities and be able to protect the vulnerable groups in our society. One of the 38 projects in our climate change plan is to build an 18-kilometer embankment and sea wall, which will protect over 2 million people, 700,000 of which are vulnerable population. 2 more partnerships. The ones are very low-cost public funding and where possible commercial investment to support our resilient journey.
The highlight of the ALAHOPS 2023 summit is a special recognition award to the former Secretary to the State Government, Mrs. Folashade Gaji, for her sterling performance. Now let's turn our attention to the health sector, where the Lagos State Government is currently providing free antenatal care and child delivery services to pregnant women in the state. The initiative is part of the relief measures rolled out by the state government to cushion the hardship faced by residents as a result of the fuel subsidy removal.
Free healthcare services are currently taking place in Lagos State General Hospitals, a directive given by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal on the residents. The free services covers antenatal care and child delivery. A visit to General Hospital Isolo confirms the story.
The background are those that had cesarean section, and all of them were offered free of charges. So far, the total women that have enjoyed this service there are more than 40 cesarean sections, and the normal deliveries also almost in that range. They've also enjoyed the normal delivery services to be free.
I didn't even know I would go for CS on that day. The doctor told me. I was even crying that, hey, where will I get this money from? That I don't even have any money with me for CS. I was telling the doctor that I don't want. The doctor said it's 50-50. That I should not worry, but government have made it free for everyone to operate. Even those that give birth, everything is free. So I appreciate government very well. I bless him because I don't even know where else I would have gotten the money. If not for his favor, God will continue to bless him.
I am grateful to have an opportunity to give birth in General Hospital because I've heard so many stories, and I'm happy that my experience was a very good experience despite everything that so many people can say about General Hospital. I'm also grateful for the fact that my delivery, I was not made to pay anything. I'm grateful to Lagos State Government for this opportunity.
The same scenario plays out at Ifakojayi General Hospital. Some mothers who had their babies through cesarean section applaud the government for subsidizing their fee.
I'm a beneficiary of what the Lagos State government has done. I had my baby through the Syrian session. That was on Monday, and I'm so grateful because, the way what medical health is in Nigeria currently, and for me to find out that it has already been paid for, it was something that was very interesting to me. I want to thank the Lagos State government. I want to thank the medical practitioners here. They were so helpful, and it's just so soothing to have that, to know that most of these things has been, the financial burden was actually taken off by the government.
Being a first-time mom, the reception has been awesome. In fact, I do not even feel that I've not been in labor before, because the nurses, they really treated me with care and they helped me through the process. I'm a user of the LSHS, the Lagos State Insurance Scheme, and my surgery was taken over by the government. 95% of my surgery, my CS drugs was also given to me. Other than other drugs that were not available at the LSHS, I had to go buy them myself. My beddings and my feedings were also taken over by the government. I really want to appreciate the government for their kind gesture shown towards with the mothers. It's not actually very easy in this trying time, but we give God the glory that they actually came in for us and help us foot some of our major bills.
The medical director of Ifakojai General Hospital says over 30 people have benefited from the healthcare intervention.
The order came from the governor of the state, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, that we should ensure that antenatal and anything pertaining to delivery, be it normal delivery or cesarean section, should be free in our health facilities, and that is exactly what we are doing. Almost all the health facilities has actually adhered strictly to that. It's an instruction, an order from above, and so shall it be. Most of our patients that have achieved this are actually very happy. They'll be singing song of praises on the governor of the state. Fine, they knew the pressure was coming in from oil subsidy, but even at that, since all this, the health sector has been handled in terms of, ordinarily, if you want to do your antenatal, that will be running into 40,000, delivery about 60, 70, cesarean section roughly 150,000, and I assure you that all these are now free.
Governor Sanwo-Olu also paid an unscheduled visit to Lagos Island Maternity Hospital to see how effective the medical care palliative being implemented for pregnant women is taking shape.
That's the reason I just take it. But she hasn't given back. She has not given back. She's on bed rest. Did she come by the lift or she came? Sometimes when we tell her to lie on bed, she says she's tired, she wants to roll about on the bed.
Oh, yeah. So did you come upstairs by there? What did you do?
She's not yet.
But wait, so why did they not ask you to come? So high, so that they can monitor it. So every freedom and safety. Oh, it's in you already. This is your first baby.
The healthcare incentive is another step taken by the Lagos State government to assist residents at this difficult time and provide access to quality healthcare delivery in the state.
From healthcare palliatives to transportation, the 50% deduction on Lagos State public transportation has been commended by some residents, while others in the transport sector appeal to government to assist their business.
The effect of subsidy removal is taking a toll on citizens, with cost of feeding and transportation now very high. Government at the federal and state level is not ignorant of these challenges confronting the country. And to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy, the Lagos State Governor announced a 50% fare reduction on bus rapid transit, first and last mile buses, as well as water transportation operated by state governments.
All public transportation that are being controlled by Lamata, all of the high capacity buses will be plying all the routes of Lagos at 50% discount. All the commuters that will be plying on this route will start enjoying a 50% rebate on the current transport fare that are currently being charged on all of its buses.
More people now turn to water transportation since the pronouncement. Passengers who have experienced the price cuts commend the government for the gesture, but appeal for more boats to be procured on the waterways.
Even as I speak now, they have reduced the cost with 50%, which is okay. The convenience is very convenient and affordable for everybody. What we still expect, at least to give us more, to build more boats, so that considering from where I'm coming from Ebute, Ikorodu, and the only living means is to travel on the waterways, which is safer and convenient. That's all.
The palliative has really been helpful. The 50% reduction, I mean, I so much enjoy it. Coming from Ikorodu down to CMS has been so swift. I even have to get my carry card right now and I'm enjoying it. So thank you so much, Governor Sanwo-Olu.
I'm really enjoying it on the light ferry boat. From Ojo to CMS was 1.5, but now I can take it for 7.50. It's really a good reduction, and I'm thanking Governor Sanwo-Olu for the good things he has done for Lagos State.
So the water system, transportation system, is just to make life easy for those living around Ikorodu to cross to the island, right? So for me, it's a matter of choice. You balance the two, your pockets and the convenience, right? So this period, well, the traffic has been far better. So if I have to come by road, I will drive. Then by water transportation, we have many options. You have the Lagos State lag ferry services, you have these private boat owners, then you have other smaller companies that have medium-sized boats, right? So the cheapest one is the Lagos State government operated services, right? At a point it was I think 1,000, about 1,005. Now with the reduction by 50%, we're around 750. But we're always in a hurry crossing the water, so we use the smaller ones. At the moment, they are 2,000 naira.
Previously, before this time, the lag ferry had been going on 1,500 per trip from Ikorodu down to Falomo and backwards. But with the announcement of the governor, it had been reduced to 750 naira for the lag ferry. While the local boat operators they've remained stagnant at their own 2,000 naira per trip, and this has not been worked upon either by them.
A stopover at the Lagos Ferry Services office to speak with the managing director, who says there's been an increase in patronage since the pronouncement by the governor.
For us at Lagos State Ferry Services, it's an option for Lagosians to travel on the waterways, and we have seen a very steady rise in terms of ridership, popularity of the mode of transportation, the water mode of transportation, and after the subsidy removal, to be precise, June 1st, we are recording decline, steady decline in the ridership. That's the numbers of passengers that are coming on the waterway, because they could not afford it. But immediately the pronouncement of Mr. Governor on providing transport subsidy by giving us directive that we should be taking passengers on 50% discount. For instance, a 24-kilometer journey from Ikorodu to Ebute, or 27-kilometer journey to CMS Marina, we were charging 1,500 naira before. So immediately it dropped to 750. As I'm telling you now, if you hear the testimony, because after you must interview me, please go ahead and interview the passengers themselves. They will tell you what they need from Mr. Governor. They were begging Mr. Governor to give them more boats, that they prefer to travel on the waterways.
The General Manager of the State Waterways Authority, Oluwadamilola Emmanuel, says government is engaging private operators to cut down their charges.
The state government is committed and continues to ensure that we can have other modes being able to be also available for Lagosians, and which is why we were doing the introduction of Lagos Ferry Services alongside private operators. So yes, we have this current one, and the state government continues to ensure that we have even more boats on our waterways as well. Lag Ferry has slashed their own prices, and now we're in conversation with the private operators, especially because, as you know, the private operators are all coming together. They've actually had been fragmented before, but they're all coming together now under one umbrella. On road transportation, we've seen how, you know, Lamata and of course the Ministry of Transportation has been able to ensure that they are as one, and that's the same thing we're currently doing for the waterway, because any kind of reduction in prices has to work with one singular unitary system, and that's what the waterways operators, in our constant engagements with them, we still had one yesterday, have to come together, and then the government can look for a way to support them. Always adhere to safety. Make sure you have your life jacket strapped on. If you notice anything, please speak up immediately. You know, our emergency lines are always there for you to call. 009 012 9777, 009 012 9888.
In Mautu, Agege area, privately owned public transport drivers lament over the situation of things.
Getting fuel at a price of 590, 600, it's not easy. Even the passengers, you tell them this is in the price that you have to enter the bus, it's problem. So we keep fighting every day. We keep fighting about it every day. You know, it's, in fact, I buy, if I want to work full day, I work fuel of 10,000 naira for a day. I buy a fuel for 10,000 naira, of which normally I used to buy 3,000 naira to complete a day's job. It is not easy. We are facing it, and if by then coming back to come and tell us that they want to increase the fuel pump again, man, this is killing. It is we the driver that are facing the heat the more, because if at least a transport fare that you pay like 500 naira, sometimes we can be considerate because of the situation of what you have with you. When I say, okay, oh yeah, enter like 300 naira, 400 naira, but it is not helping us. I can't count how many times I've taken passenger in my bus telling me they don't have money. And you know, as a Christian, let me put it that way, as a Christian, I'm not just trying to be biblical, but you know, I understand what is going on in the country right now, how difficult people find it. Some people can't even eat. So as at yesterday, I went to a petrol station and they asked for the petrol price, and the next thing they told me, they said 700. I had to stop working. They are reducing the cost of transportation, forgetting that we that are doing the transportation itself, even the price has not even changed. The price is still the same. Even when the petrol was not that expensive till now, which when it was expensive, it's still the same price you are carrying. The only difference there is just 100 naira different. 100 naira different. And now they are asking us to take, you know, to reduce the price. Now we're talking about using our car. We have to maintain the car. We have to fuel the car. And we are paying so much in the garage, paying the whatever Agbero and the rest of them. These are the difficulties.
It's a different experience at the BRT parks. There seems to be a rush to purchase cowrie cards, which serves as a means of payment for state-owned public transportation. A prepaid card guarantees getting access to the BRT buses. Such cards are tapped at the entrance to confirm payments.
As we are tapping in, it has been reflected.
We are happy. We are now paying 250 to Island to Yaba from Berger.
Initially, it used to be 400. So with 150 of now, I think it's still all right. But that is not the solution. It is still not the solution because a lot of people could not even access this very well. So, but if the vehicle will be available, especially those of us traveling to Ajah, I think it's all right. Unlike 2,000 that we have to take it from the bus stop. So we can manage it, but the government still need to do a lot.
As against 400 naira per trip from Berger to Yaba, they now charge 250.
Palliative on transportation was the first step taken by the Lagos State government, but residents feel more needs to be done to alleviate the suffering of the people, even as they look forward to the distribution of food items to different communities.
That's the program for this week. Thank you so much for joining us on Dateline Lagos. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Stay safe.